Today, UNF Student Garden continues to grow.
And it's all about golf today. Stay tuned because Spinnaker News starts right now.
Hey there, Ospreys. I'm Elizabeth Norton.
And I'm Alex Lassen, and you're watching Spinnaker News.
So we got a lot going on in golf today.
We do. There was a busy weekend over at the Masters, and we also have our own golf news to share for UNF.
All right, well, before we get to that, it's National Library Week. So make sure you dust off those glasses and get ready to turn some pages because UNF is going to be celebrating it all week. The Carpenter Library will have opportunities where you can send some love toward the library's way. Students, faculty, and staff can share why they love the library by adding thoughts to the glass walls in the library's main stairwells. Also, tomorrow you can visit the library's table in the Student Union for Market Day from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to make a button showing your appreciation for books, research, and more. But don't forget to follow the library on Twitter and Facebook to learn some interesting facts you may have not known before. Like, did you know the library is big enough to fit 200 average-sized American homes? Yeah, me either. So make sure you check it out and make sure you use the hashtag NLW16. Growing seasons don't really line up with university semesters, and this, along with other problems, became somewhat of an issue for students tending the fruits and vegetables at the Ogier Gardens. Crop variation became limited, plants were vulnerable to weather changes, and needed shelter during freezes. But all these problems have been solved thanks to a new greenhouse provided by the Ogier family. The Joyce Tate Branham Greenhouse is named in honor of Bruce Ogier's aunt, who was an avid gardener who passed away in 2014. Ogier said the greenhouse celebrates her memory and commemorates a much-needed permanent addition to the gardens. The Ogier Gardens, which attracted more than 1,000 students in 2015, is the first campus farm in Florida to sell produce to its food provider, and it has been recognized nationally. Well, speaking of green, we're going to move over to the green screen for your Spinnaker Sports Report.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Alex Lassen here with your Spinnaker Sports Report. After a crazy weekend at the Masters, UNF has its own golf news to share. Now, we're going to start with the women first. The Osprey women's golf team sit at the top of the leaderboard heading into the final round of the ASUN Women's Golf Championship after a second round total of 294. The Ospreys lineup featured 3 of the top 5 players in the medals competition yesterday at Reunion Golf Resort's Tom Watson course. Now, that score of 294 I just mentioned is the second best in program history for the event, trailing last year's final round total of 292 by just a smidget. But they will have the chance to break that record as the final round began at 8 a.m. this morning. The Ospreys are currently just one shot ahead of Florida Gulf Coast with the respective scores of 592 and 593. Best of luck, ladies. Unfortunately, the news wasn't quite as bright for the guys, as the number 24 ranked North Florida men's golf team finished the final round with a tally of 302, falling into 10th place on Sunday in the Irish Creek Collegiate at the club at Irish Week. Coach Scott Schroeder partly blames the team's bad performance on not competing in a tournament in 3 weeks. On a more optimistic note, the Ospreys will look to defend their Atlantic Sun Championship this weekend at Chateau Ellen Legends Course in Braselton, Georgia. Now, usually we would promote the sports show, Center Court, today, but sadly the last episode of the semester was last week. No worries though, as you can catch all 12 episodes online on Spinnaker's YouTube page, Spinnaker Television. Stay tuned next semester as the fellows plan to continue Center Court on Spinnaker Radio this time. Well, that wraps up the sports segment. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Also, make sure you pick up a copy of Spinnaker's magazine. It's their last magazine ever, and it contains food reviews, book reviews, people at UNF, so make sure you check it out.
Also, we have a survey that you can fill out for us. Look for it on the Osprey Update or on Spinnaker's website, unfspinnaker.com.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNF Spinnaker. For Spinnaker News, I'm Elizabeth Norton.
And I'm Alex Lassen. Have a great day, UNF.